stepping up on its crackdown on Khalistani terrorist campaigns in our country. The National Investigation Agency has announced a cash reward of 10 lakh rupees each for information leading to the arrested of listed terrorists Harvinder Singh Sandhu alias Rinda, Lakhbir Singh Sandhu alias Landa, and for promoting terror activities of the Babbar Khalsa International. A cash reward of 5 lakh each has also been declared for 3 others. All 5 are wanted in NIA cases relating to Babbar Khalsa International terrorist activities aimed at disturbing Bharat's peace and communal harmony and spreading terror. So it's just slowly coming out as to what Bharat is going to do. Adit, somewhere do you think Justin Trudeau has just unshackled India? Because he shunned the diplomatic niceties and given India an opening. We had Ajit Doval meeting the Union Home Minister in Parliament today, so something's got to give soon.
Absolutely, there is not an iota of doubt. I mean, Justin Trudeau's diplomatic errors are probably going to be the bloop up of the century. He's probably going to be in a diplomatic oblivion of absolutely nowhere in the nearing time to come. But I personally think the way NIA and the MEA has gone about this, reacting to the action is definitely called for. But now I think we need to be more offensive about it. Like the NIA, what they've done with Rinda, Landa, Pattu, Satta and Yadda, more needs to be done, more credible action needs to be done and taken against known Khalistani operatives in Canada, in United Kingdom, in Australia and USA. All their properties need to be attached, their OCIs, their PIOs, their visas, all of them need to be revoked because they've essentially not only become a menace for the Indian diaspora in all of these countries, but there was a report that was put out not so long ago by William Shawcroft in the United Kingdom for the Parliament. It was called the Prevent Report, which essentially says it wants the British Parliament that pro-Khalistani elements have become a threat to civil society in United Kingdom. So they're just not a threat to the Indian diaspora and the Indian missions and the High Commission and the infrastructure in United Kingdom, but they're also a threat to the civil society. So I think United Kingdom somewhere has learnt about this. They've taken some credible action to pull down, the Ofcom in Britain has taken down the Khalsa TV in October of 2022. But there more needs to be done. So I think reciprocity is the call for the day. And I think the way the Indian government is essentially going about this, I'm sure we will get justice at the end of it all. But more needs to be spoken about why this credible allegations is such a bloop up. I mean, India has provided umpteen number of dossiers to the Canadian government of how feral and vicious these Khalistani gangs are, how they operate, including the Brother Keepers gang, which is essentially a self-sustaining drug cartel, which essentially funds the SFJ, which is one of the main terror organizations, creating upheaval in India. So despite all of these dossiers being provided to them, they've taken absolutely no action. So this is why I think more action needs to be done, and India needs to come out and overtly talk about all of this in media, in academia, and galvanize that kind of information.